Okay. The third little point in number 2 kind of leads us into the third point. So how to accept compliments, learning how to accept compliments is giving yourself compliments and then practice accepting them. So I mean, this is a little bit bolder, maybe a little bit of an advanced technique, but to take what you just said and use it on yourself.
Mhm.
Give yourself the compliment of, Sherry, your hair looks really pretty today. Thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That means a lot coming from myself, because self-confidence is the confidence we have in ourselves and the way that we think about ourselves and our self-image. So if we can practice giving ourselves that compliment and then saying, thank you, that means a lot coming from you, that is going to skyrocket your self-confidence.
Yeah. Well, the
So
voices in your head, what you tell yourself, it is the determination, the terminator, the determining factor of how the outside world lands on you, no matter
yes.
what it is. Criticism, being ignored, being offended, being
Yes.
complimented, all of that depends on that. It's like you are an operator in your head selecting what enters and what doesn't.
Mhm.
And it's going to be the confirmation bias. That's the psychological term. You believe what you already believe. Your brain is constantly scanning for proof for what you already believe about something. And if something comes that contradicts your belief, you'll reject it, or you won't see it. So if you believe I'm terrible with money, then any kind of proof that says that you're good with money or you're growing with money, you're going to shut that away. Anything that says you're an attractive person or something has improved about you, if you believe that you're not, then you're going to reject that. Or if you believe that you are, right? Like there's some people that you're like, it's the tiniest little hint, and they're like, oh my gosh, they totally want me. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, whoa, so it's that kind of thing. It's your confirmation bias. So what you're telling yourself in your head is the most important thing.
Yes.
If you're beating yourself up, it doesn't matter how many compliments your husband, your friends, your brothers, your boss, like anybody is giving you, you're just going to reject it. And then they're going to stop giving you compliments because it's exhausting to give you compliments.
Yes. Yes. And that is another thing, like when you're practicing accepting compliments, I think that it's okay. I mean, I did this for myself. It was a lesson for me that when I deflect a compliment, how it makes the other person feel. And if it's my husband, he's giving me a genuine compliment.
Yeah.
He genuinely is giving me a compliment that he actually feels. And then I'm shutting him down by not receiving it. And he's my life partner. And how does that make him feel? Day after day after day after day of giving me sincere compliments and me just shutting the door in his face. And when I thought about it like that, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to my partner. That's not the relationship that I want to foster. And so that's where I started, was with him. He is very, very good at giving me compliments. And like we live in the same house. So I never had a shortage of opportunities to practice. And so I just would practice. Thank you, period. Thank you. I received that. Like practicing, receiving that, practice challenging the thoughts in your head that are telling you that that's not true. Challenge those beliefs. That's another part of internalizing the compliment, is when you get a compliment and you say thank you and you try to receive it, because at first it's not going to land. Challenge the things that you think about yourself. Meaning, you know what? Maybe that's not true, what I think about myself. Maybe what he thinks is true and what I think is not. What if he's right? That was one of the things that I first started with, was what if he's right? When he would say, you're so beautiful. My wife is so beautiful. I'd be like, what if he's right? Because at first I didn't think that. I was like, there's, plenty of women out there that are way more pretty than I am. Right. And when I first started practicing, I was like, what if he's right? What if I am beautiful to him?
Mm.
That's where I started, was maybe he is telling the truth. And then it led me into maybe everyone else might be telling the truth too, for different various things. Right.
Mhm.
So that's a hack, is asking yourself, what if they're right? When they give you a compliment, what if they're right?
I
And
think
then
it could
we
even
also,
go to the conversation we had before where you were telling us about how to handle your thoughts. And it was, you said, ask yourself, what do you want to be true?
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
what, like you change it to what do you want? Like, do I want this to be true? It's still that same exercise. Do I want this to be true?
Yep.
I think there's a lot of things when you start to believe it, then you start to be it. It's kind
Mhm.
of like the Mahana thing, like the story about Mahana, you ugly. Like
Mhm.
once she started to believe it, then she started to be it.
Mhm.
And I can tell. So, it was really, so I'm practicing some singing stuff. I'm going to do some song parodies for like YouTube just to try and teach people about money and have it be fun. And I'm like super paranoid about my voice because I have all the thoughts in my head. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to win any competitions anymore. I'm just trying to teach people about money. And so I'm doing this super hard song. It's a Demi Lovato song. Like it's really hard. And I finally just like boldly just did it and I can hit the notes now. Like I just hit him. Like I can hit him any day. And because I'm more confident, now I'm better at it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not stifling myself. It happens
Right.
with business. It happens with relationships. It happens with, it's all the things. Like if you're like, no, I want to be a person who's good socially, then you don't have all the crap in your head stifling you just to go walk over and give somebody a compliment and say hi.
Mhm.
So you get
Yes.
better at it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I love that. I love that example. That's great. That leads us into choose what you want to believe.